Primke on him. So we're all starting basically the forward line for Bellpost Hill. Addy in the forward 50, and that's it. So start of the first term here at Richmond Crescent, East Geelong and Bellpost Hill, round 11, match day live. Lovett goes up with Bolton. Either get an effective tap ball, spills towards the back, and Reese puts the tackle on. Now Ricky O'Toole, holding the ball, said the umpire. So Reese put the tackle on, and Ricky O'Toole got the free kick. So don't know how that worked, but he goes forward, Rick, towards half forward. Off the front of the pack, Stevens left it behind. Bellpost Hill, Lima got pushed off the football. Woods back there, gives it away to Lima again. Point of the centre square at half back. Sponner in the middle, left it behind. Can't do that. McLeod off the ground, but straight to Primke. Takes the mark uncontested at defensive 50. Just holds the play up. And we'll look towards the outer side. Centre wing. Ball floating across towards the boundary line. Reese and O'Toole over there. They can't keep it in. McLeod was there as well for Bellpost Hill. We'll have a boundary throw in.
Geez, you'd love 2 Primkes, wouldn't you? One at each end.
Oh, absolutely. As the rain starts to come down too now for the start of the game, so that's going to change it again possibly. Bolton will have it from the front. Handball came out to the side of the pack. Hollian getting back there for East Geelong. Misses the target, and Sponner coming through. Handball, little one from Bowman, was okay to Parker. Was it on the full? No, just in the field of play. And now out of bounds for a throw in right. Half forward, Bellpost still attacking the eastern end in the first term.
Free kick.
Free kick found. Going to Bellpost Hill. Whitney and Parker.
Yep.
So Whitney's telling Parker all about it as well. 55 out from goal on the boundary line.
Well, the umpire saw it at the start of the game. He's been watching them.
Exactly.
As I have.
That is dumb play, especially as a backman. If people are watching you before the start of the siren, before the ball's even been bounced, don't give away a free kick like that because they're going to keep watching you.
He can just about get it from here.
I was going to say, it's the wind. If he draws it back in, he's 55 out, but he's a fair thump of a football. And he's got the ball back now after it had come down. He goes for a kick towards the corridor. Addy on a long lead. Primke, and shows the ball. Thanks very much. I took the mark, he says. And just holds it up. Handballs it away to Ricky O'Toole in the back pocket. Goes with a right foot kick towards half back. Reese over the back. It's okay. And the mark's taken there by Chapman for the Eagles. He chips the ball short over the head of Stevens. Turned it over. Bad, poor. And the Panthers have got it in the middle. The kick towards Barton, who takes the mark at centre half forward. Marked it uncontested. Thinks he's going to be able to get the distance and will shoot from just outside 50.
I'm inclined to agree with him too.
And me too. If he sets it up properly, he'll be okay. So, Tim Barton, chance for Bellpost Hill's first of the afternoon. Comes in, Sponner stands the mark, just inside 50. Directly in front, eastern end of the ground, goes long now, good kick for distance, and comes back.
Beautiful.
Goal umpire does not move and says it's a goal. So Barton puts his first and Bellpost Hill's first on the board, 1 straight 6. They led East Geelong yet to score. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard, 3 minutes played.
It's a big thing, confidence in it. From the minute he took that mark, we all thought he's going to kick this guy because he gave the impression that he knew he was going to kick that. He had the confidence. He went back and went bang. The only thing I didn't like in that play, I don't know, I know footy's changed and they handball in the back line, they play little chip passes and everywhere, but surely if you've got a win like this, you're against a win like this, what you got to do is make sure the other side doesn't score too many goals. Chip it towards the boundary line, not back into the centre, because it opens up the play for the side with the win.
So back with the umpire, middle of the ground. Just keep your eye on those two blokes. I reckon that'll continue for most of the day down there. But it's Lovett going up against Bolton over the top. Lovett gets the ball down, coming off the square. That's Zilovic, come off the square, picked it up, needs to get rid of it. Did, and head back to Lovett by hand. Little quick kick in the ball, not too far the travel of the ball. Ball's fed out, picked up there by Bolton. He goes forward, kicks to the half forward. He's pushed as he's kicked it. Umpire says it's a free kick. So Benny Bolton. Oh, was that a?
I thought he threw it. I thought he threw it as well. He was in front of the mark just as well.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll say that was quick hands from Ben Bolton. He was a bit lucky here, but he's going to have another go at it anyway. So that was dangerous too.
Oh, yeah.
But he was right, the umpire. You have to come from behind the mark.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Grub. So now Lovett goes, sorry, no, it's not. It's Bolton goes wide. Kick didn't have much distance on it. Dawson got in the road, picked up there, and it's Sponner who comes away with the ball, goes into the forward line. Nice looking kick, and there's Primke. What's he doing up there? Quick change, no, just dash forward. Ball's out of bounds in the forward flank area.
But what he's doing, Smith, he's just with everybody else because the whole side's up there bar 2 players.
I think Timmy's got to make him more accountable at centre forward. So the ball's thrown up in the air. Back of the contest. Players are converging on it. There's no ball coming out there. Umpire quickly calls it and comes in and takes possession. So we're still in the half-forward area for the East Geelong side. Dylan O'Toole a little bit slow getting from the ground there. Bolton up over the top. Ball comes down. Trotter had it, then released it. It's picked up now. Bell Post Hill. Just working to maintain possession, but it's as you said, there's a number of players around the contest. Fatella just kicks the ball off the ground and it goes back over the boundary line. So it's again still in that half-forward area. To be thrown back in by the umpire. Windworth, what grub? 4, 5?
I reckon 5.
So East Geelong with the numbers. Trotter ducks his head, is taken high, says the umpire. So he zips in of the free kick. Handballs off to Ricky O'Toole, running past. Goes towards goal from about 40. Doesn't make the distance. Unusual. Front of the contest. Reese is there. Fantella cages and waits for him. Does the right thing. Reese trying to work his way out of the contest. Puts the ball down. And it's now the umpire going to come in about 20 metres out from goal and take possession. So East Geelong with an opportunity here. Must be strong if Ricky can't kick the ball from 40. They did give it a bit of height in there, so the ball now, love it, up over the top, knocked down. Trotter's going to be the first one there. Needed to pick it up, couldn't get down. Now he does and lost it again. Tapped it forward, picked up. Running player is McLeod for the Bell Post Hill side, comes out and will find Whitney. Takes the mark in front of his opponent there and goes quickly towards the forward line. Addy's out, half volley, can't pick it up. Watson does. Oh, good smother there from Cam Addy. Ball goes over the boundary line. Should have kept going there because the young fella was that far back, he wouldn't have seen him if he had gone. And it's in the half-forward line now for Bell Post Hill. So we've gone 6, nearly 7 minutes first quarter. Bell Post Hill, the only score at the moment is the goal. They lead by that margin. Buckley's Entertainment first quarter scoreboard. That's
what he's going to give you too, Addy, is defensive pressure in the forward line, just by virtue of the game he normally plays. So boundary throw in, 55 out from the Bell Post Hill goal. At the back of the pack, fighting hard for it. Handball came out from Bucolo. And as far as Warwick, Reese took the tackle and then got the footy back. Torpedo punt towards centre wing. Urquhart comes at it. Falls towards Marsh. Can't take it with him. 3-on-2. Bell Post Hill. Lovett's the third. He can't pick it up. Got a push. Umpire said play on. Ball spills towards Marsh back in the centre. Taps it on to Dylan O'Toole. Got a push. Advantage paid. Dylan O'Toole bounces. Ooh, unlucky. Nearly got it back. He did. Right foot kick. Long towards full forward. But Bell Post Hill just settled the play down. Popovsky was thinking about the short kick to Zilovic. He went short at a Lima, who goes to the right foot kick towards half back. Woods there, got 3 against him, punched away. Warwick at the front. Reese fighting hard for it. Coming the other way, handball. Fantella can't get it out. Umpire says held to him. And there'll be a ball up just outside 54 East Geelong. So ball up, Bolton, love it. Bolton gets it down for Trotter. Gets out of traffic, wants somebody across the foe. He goes back 40 metres and back towards the opposite centre wing position. It might backfire because Bell Post still got the numbers and running away. Lentini takes 2 bounces, runs away from Sponner, goes back towards full forward. Addy from behind, gets to the front now, works his way, needs some support, can't pick it up. Watson right next to him, needs to no, he didn't keep it in, said the umpire.
You don't see many mistakes like that from Clayton Trotter.
And it'll be a boundary throw in. No. Do you agree with me now the wind's going that way? Yeah.
When you was going that end.
No, but across there too, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know. I still reckon that's the side to kick the goals from. But anyway.
Boundary throw in. Barton got it down. Good tap. East Geelong with the numbers defensively. Parker sees it through for a rush behind to Bell Post Hill. They go to 1-1-7. They lead East Geelong. Yet to score Buckley's Entertainment Centre. First quarter scoreboard. 9 minutes played.
The quick kick in was pretty dangerous there. It's gone out of bounds, and the resulting free kick will go to Bell Post Hill, and Lovett's going to be the bloke that's going to take it. No, it's been handed over to Whitney now. No, Page it is, sorry. No, going back to Lovett. So Lovett with the ball. Whitney just standing in behind. He's just waiting for the little handoff here. But
just kick the goal from
there. It is. He's given it to him now. He goes in long towards the goal square, but the accuracy's not there and through for a minor score. So Dylan Whitley a minor. Bell Post Hill a 1-2. East Geelong yet to score. Ricky O'Toole going back to do the kicking in duties.
He gave it to a left footer on that side of the ground. So he should have kicked it himself.
So O'Toole looking for some options, goes short to himself and comes outside the square and kicks to the clubroom side. Again, that's going to have a fair bit of carry. There's a bit of wind going that way, Jason.
You reckon?
Clubroom side.
Now are you
I've not seen it from the best, mate. Then I know I'm right. I've been waiting for someone to kick the ball. So Belpo still the turn. It defends back into attack. Go back to the goal square. Long kick in over the back of the contest. O'Toole's waiting at ground level. It'll see the ball run through. And for another rush behind, we'll give it to. It's on goal 3 now to the Belpo still side. East Geelong yet to score. We've gone 10 minutes first quarter. Butlers Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
I bet he doesn't kick it out in the full this time.
No, he kicks it high, out to 50. Primp gets to sit under it. He's got a couple against him. Good mark. Taken by Wood for Bellpost Hill.
Good old Chuck.
So he's kicking from 55. Very laconic, comes in with the right foot, puts it out of bounds on the full. So
I think they've got to find a way to work it out. I know them chip kicks. I know I don't like them, but they've got to find a way to work it down the ground.
And Bellpost still have to work it back inboard to kick the goals
to kick the goals.
That half kick further in.
Yeah, before it, because it's just going to be kick to kick here because Ricky O'Toole's done it again, out towards 50. This time, though, Primke takes the mark, so maybe they'll be able to move the ball now through Simon Primke. Goes with a right foot kick along the line. You can see it hold up in the breeze, though. And Jones comes out. A long lead from centre half forward. Can't take the mark off hands. Out of bounds for a throw in between wing and half forward on the other side.
I'd really, really like to see him mark them. He does the hard work and gets to them and just puts it down. He's got to mark them. I reckon he's a good player. He's got to prove it to us.
Boundary throwing Parker third up for East Geelong. Gets it down. Roved at the front by Sponner Braden. Goes towards centre wing. Tried it behind on this occasion. Got 3 against him. The Panthers fight hard for it. Reese was in there as well fighting. Gets the clearing kick. And play on, said the umpire. No, he's paid the mark now. So Bellpost Hill through Urquhart have the mark at half-back. Goes with the right foot kick along the line towards half-forward. Barton from behind, Primke in front. Tap down, Page to rove it. Kicks it around the corner, kicks it into the car park. Out of bounds on the full. And a free kick to East Geelong. So not smart play by the Panthers. They need to draw it back in on this side, the attacking side of the ground. East would be very happy with it sitting over there.
Well, that'd be their game plan.
Absolutely.
For the first quarter. But if they're going to kick it across, Bellpost Hill have got to have players over here to kick it to, and they're not running there.
Sponner, Lachlan goes towards centre wing. Up, Jones takes the mark. Umpire says yes. Centre wing on the outer side. Takes the mark. So Graham gives him a lead at half forward. He goes in that direction. Over his head. McNamara with the job this afternoon. Takes the mark at half-back for Bellpost Hill. They lead 1-3-9. East Geelong yet to score. 12 and a half minutes played.
The job couldn't go to a better bloke.
First term.
So the ball's out on the far side and Primke up takes another mark. So he's had 4 marks for the quarter so far, Simon Primke. And he's just controlling that area through the half-back line. If they're going to continue to go that side, as you said, Jace, it's going to be a long game of football if they all decide to go there. They've got plenty of room this side. Ball's kicked in. Love it. Mark not taken. This has been Page as the umpire. I think it's Popovsky that gets up. And he's going to relieve some pressure again for the Bellpost Hill side. They don't even look this side, which is unusual for Bellpost Hill. He's got Wood bleeding into the middle, but he goes straight down the line again, back towards Primke. Primke's up and just fends off and lets Bowman come in and take the mark. So there's play-ons allowed now. Trotter goes forward. Marks tips towards O'Shannessy. Not parked. Free kick was picked up there by Sponner. Now allowed to run. Takes a bounce. Steads towards 50. Puts himself under pressure. Stopped and propped. Kicked round the corner. Going to be made good there because coming across is Jones, but he can't take the clean pick-up. Ball goes over the boundary line and will be thrown back in between the forward pocket and half-forward flank.
Did you ring Gurge last night and give him a few coaching tips, Smitty?
Who?
You.
Oh, well, they probably listen to instructions like they listen to me. So the ball up over the top gets out the back of the contest, and it's going to be picked up there by Bellpost Hill. Went to Lima. He put the ball down. Love it. Just knocks it forward. Picked up by Page, who puts it on the boot. Comes back through the centre of the ground. Picked up there by Primke again. Steps inside. Another kick for the big fella. Goes out towards the half-forward line. Coming out there, and the mark's not been taken, but Dylan O'Toole puts his head over the ball. And on the ground for Bellpost Hill is Sanderson. Actually, it was Luke Priddle, sorry, that time. So the ball's thrown up. Ruckman get there. Ball's picked down to the contest. Picked up by Page. Didn't even look then. Just threw it on the boot. Goes out wide. Wood's going to make distance and take the mark. So Wood now with the ball. Has Barton. His next option's got to be Addy. That's the direction he goes in. Towards Addy at full forward. Over the back. Running players required. Barton is going to lead in the race for the ball here. Needs to pick it up. Does so. Kicks round the corner. Kicks well and hit the post, did it? Umpire says yes, it has hit the post. So Timmy Barton with 1 goal, 1 goal 4 to Belpost Hill. Gone 15 minutes. Don't think they've done enough. First quarter, Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Sponner plays on from full back. Short little kick to Trotter's okay. Takes it inside defensive 50. Just holding the ball up defensive side of the ground as well. So that's the Eagles' plan in the first term against the Breeze. Goes to the kick towards half back, off the back of the pack. Panthers with the numbers. Page around the corner, but there's Trotter. They'll be happy with that, East. All day in the first term. Short little kick is okay to Braden Sponner. Takes the mark, chips along the line towards O'Shannessy over his head. Play on, touched off the boot, said the umpire. Line was pushed off the football. Still at half forward for Belpost Hill. Pack develops. The umpire will come in and ball it up.
You know, when Wood took that mark out there, he looked straight out here for someone to kick it to in the right side of the ground. There was no one there.
Page from the ruck contest gets it towards full forward. Addy against Watson. Watson with some support there as well. Ball runs over the boundary line for a throw in. Right forward pocket for Belpost Hill. So boundary umpire comes down. Barton doing the ruck work on the forward line for Belpost Hill up against Bolton. 16 minutes gone first term. Throw in. Barton to the front. Rees roves. Kick was smothered. Goes towards Priddle. Tapped across towards Lentini's. Handball to nobody in particular. Coming at it, Parker at half back. Runs outside defensive 50 and goes towards the middle. Jones gives him a lead. Takes the mark in the middle against Urquhart. Got bloke streaming free. Goes towards Graham. 1-on-1. Stands his ground at half forward. Can't take the mark. Coming in was Stevens. Ball spills to the back. Stewart goes with a little right foot kick. Looking for Stevens, who followed it up. Goes towards the pocket. Can't take it with him. Belpost Hill. Kick onto the cricket pitch area, out of bounds on the full. So East Geelong will take the free kick. 17 minutes gone. First term. Belpost Hill 1-4-10. East Geelong yet to score.
6 goals might win it, Jace.
I wasn't far away.
So ball there in the hands of Jones. He's going to bring the ball back in. Normal day, you'd probably say there's a chance from there, but he's going to put it towards the top of the square. Actually goes longer. It's going to be in the square, and the mark comes across, and it's Popovsky. I think it's taken it again. Decides to transfer play, far side of the ground. Limer's made good position. Dropped the mark, has to go back and collect it. Trotter just guards him up. Went to McLeod by hand. McLeod over the top. Went to McNamara. Looking for the runners coming past. Went back to McLeod. Steps inside. Good look this time. Went toward Wood. Good vertical jump, but missed it. Went back and collected it. Going off the ground is into the forward line. Picked up there by Barton. Went on his right foot. Turned inside. Needs to kick the goal, but he's offline. Timmy Barton. 1 goal 2. 1 goal 5 for the Belpost Hill side. And East Geelong are yet to score. We've travelled 17 minutes, nearly 18 minutes first quarter. Got to make those chances count.
Well, I was going to say that. He really needed to kick that because he kicked it from this side beautifully. He needed to kick it from that side just as well, and he couldn't quite do it.
So Lockie Sponner goes back and does the kicking in duties. Parker makes a move to this side of the ground. I'm not too sure whether the instructions are to come this way, but
I doubt it.
It's opened up the hole there. A little short kick goes towards O'Toole. Picked it up and spins inside. Goes back towards the middle of the ground. Hollian's in front. He doesn't take the mark. Puts it down. Leach is there. Tapped it forward. And as far as Hollian again, he goes back to Parker by hand. Kicks through the middle of the ground. Looking for. Doesn't find his teammate Stevens, but he has a chance to go and get it. Picked up there by Dylan O'Toole. Went into the forward line. Graham and McNamara comes to the ground. Clean up. Pick up there by Popovsky. Comes back through the centre. Lentini takes the mark. Yes, he does. Umpire says that's okay. So he goes to the far side of the ground, or the club room side of the ground. Picked up there, and it's 12. He goes into the forward line. First time out, he's been up and leading, and he's got a ball out in front of him. He takes the mark, but he's outside 50 and too far to kick the next goal. He decides to come back into the hot spot. Went looking for the big fella in Barton over the top. Picked up. Oh, I tell you what, Sponner had a fair look at that and was given the opportunity by the umpire to get rid of it. The umpire now resorts a free kick, and it's going to go to East Geelong. Recipient's going to be Bowman, is it? And he takes the recipient of the free kick, comes out wide, has Priddle by himself. Player running past his Primke, decides to do himself. Luke Priddle has a first bounce and runs and carries, goes towards centre wing. Jones in against Urquhart, funny matchup. Holly in front of the contest, comes across, went wide. Mark not taken there. Ground level. Put it down by Lima. Popovsky's going to come back and be the support there to Bo McNamara. But the free kick's been given to McNamara. Now he's been called to come back by the umpire. So McNamara, centre half back position.
Against Hayden Graham, he pushed him right.
Has Lentini in the middle of the ground, waving his arms around. He hasn't seen him yet. Decides to, well, the umpire's going to call play on because he stepped off his mark, kicks round the corner. Wasn't a good kick, so he's hit Josh Reese right on the chest. So Reese with the ball. He has the ball and goes back into the forward line. Graham up against McNamara. Popovsky, third man up. Brings the ball to the front of the contest. Good work there from Lima to Sulix to Lentini. Back to Sulix. And he kicks through the middle of the ground. Kick was smothered again. So we're turning the ball over regularly here. Went back. Rocky O'Toole got the ball from Parker. He turns and spins. Went back to centre half forward. Bolton was there. Didn't take the mark. Holland ends up with it. Long kick towards goal. This will be the contest we need to see a mark taken. At the back of the contest. Not taken there. Kicked off the ground by Graham. Clean off the ground then by Marsh and through for the first score for East Geelong. And that leads him to one behind. Bellpost still on 1-5. 20 minutes gone first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. Thought we'd get better quality than this.
Well, I'll tell you, you're a pretty good judge, Jace, because Holian definitely doesn't look out of his class here at the moment.
So, Lima with the kicking duties as always for Bellpost Hill. Plays on. Gains 10, goes to the outer side. Long kick outside 50 looking for Lovett over his head, over Bolton's head as well. Falls into his arms though. He's wrapped up by Lovett, his opposite number, not going anywhere. The umpire will come in and ball it up at half forward. East Geelong still into attack. Ball up. Lovett goes up. Bolton gets a hand to it. Falls towards Reese. Had a good first term. Shuffles the handball back to Ricky O'Toole. Goes to the left foot kick towards half forward. Jones got a couple on him. Not going to beat both of them. And Popovsky's, that's about mark number 6 for Nick Popovsky.
Yeah, it is.
Has taken the mark in between the back pocket and half back. Chips the ball towards Lima. Takes the mark, gives it to Lentini. Mucking around with that half back. Handball back from Lentini to Lima to Zulix. He missed the target. Priddle wrapped up. Got the footy clear just in the middle of the ground in dispute. Pack develops. Reese puts the tackle on. Umpire will come in and ball it up. So, big pack around the ball now. The umpire's going to throw the ball in the air for Lovett and Bolton. Come from the same side. Lovett gets it down. Reese ping pong through the middle. Priddle handball was okay. Kick away quickly towards half forward. The Eagles got the numbers, but it was beautifully taken by Priddle, and then he turned the ball straight over and gave it to Lima. Did all the hard work getting it out of the pack, and then gave it straight to Shane Lima. So he goes with the right foot kick towards Zulix. The mark stuck. Takes it just back end of centre wing on the grandstand or club room side. Goes short to Wood. Still on centre wing. Takes the mark in front of Bowman. Gets a lead from Welv. Goes further afield towards Barton. Pushes Primke past it. Barton works pretty hard. So does Primke. Over the top, over the shoulder, said the umpire. And Tim Barton will take the free kick, 50 out from goal directly in front.
Kick the goal, son.
Yes, he's kicked 1 goal, 2. His personal tally, Bellpost 1-5.
Well, he's walking back with his back to the play, so that's what he's going to have a crack at. He ain't looking for leads. 23
minutes played in the first term. They need this goal, Bellpost Hill, with the aid of a breeze. Although I think the breeze has probably lightened a bit since the start of the game.
Oh, that tree's over there. Look.
Still probably worth 4, though. He comes in. They've kicked 1. Tim Barton's kicked 1. He comes in. He's kicked 2. And Bellpost Hill kicked 2. Great kick. Good work by the goal umpire.
I was going to say, do you reckon he followed it long enough?
I think he followed it long enough. He was nearly in Grey Street, which is around the corner. So 2 goals to Tim Barton, 2 to Bellpost Hill. They go to 2-5-17. They lead East Geelong 1 behind. That's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. 23.5 minutes played.
Boys, you can follow it to Timbuktu if you want. As long as you get it right. And he got it right. And it was a beautiful goal. Both the same type of goals from Barton from a long way out. He allowed for the wind. I thought he might have kicked that one a little bit high if the wind was going to take it. But you might be right, Chase. It might have just dropped off a little bit. But on the other side of the coin, I just reckon East Geelong are playing pretty good football. They're bottling up. It's not pretty football, but that's what they have to do to keep the scores for Bellpost this quarter to the limit.
So Barton goes into the ruck now. Belton over the top, wins it down, picked up by Ricky O'Toole to Reese, tried to force his way through, went back towards the wing with a kick. He was off balance when he kicked it. Lima going to lead in the race for the ball, but it's good work there from Popple, who's on the ground, kicked round the corner towards the half-forward line. Coming out is Urquhart, kicked the ball off the ground. I don't know if that's good management or whatever, but it ended up in the hands there of Lima. Kicked back towards the centre of the ground, needs a contest. Bolton going across. Think he might have should have had 2 hands up. Ends up there with Stevens of East Geelong and comes out wide to the half-forward line. Graham up against McNamara. Ball through the contest. Picked up there by Zilovic. Goes round the corner. Needs to hit the target. Coming out. Wood picks it up cleanly. Stops and props. Needs to have the running pass. There it is with Fantella. He's by himself. Running player. Zilovic follow down the ground. Fantella not too sure what he was going to do there. Went once, twice, but it's going to end up there with Muir. Handball goes off there to Dawson. Steps back on his right side into the forward line. Leading up as Addy, and that's a good kick. And Cameron Addy's got his first chance to kick a goal here. We'll go back. Had plenty of shots from that area before the game. So well worked there by the younger players from Bellpost Hill. I wouldn't call Benny Muir a younger bloke, but young Dawson, good finish.
Yeah, it was. A better player than his old man was.
So Cam Addy comes in. Nice looking kick at goal. Umpire says, oh, I'll tell you what, he's got good flexible hips, that young bloke out in the goal square. He could be a gymnast. Grub, 3 goals, 5, Bellpost Hill. They lead East Geelong on 1 behind. We have gone 25 minutes, first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. Now, be nice.
A gymnast. I tell you what, and I don't like to have a go at too many people, but he's...
He's exaggerating it.
Well, he is.
He's watched too much AFL football, I can tell you right now.
Look, he has, but...
be careful what we say.
Yeah, the few we had last week, sometimes we weren't sure of their movement.
True.
What if it was going to be a goal or a point. This bloke leaves us in absolutely no doubt, and I've got no problems with that. None at all. Well done, champ.
Back to the middle. Barton gets it down. Race through the middle. Trotter's in there as well. Nobody can get an effective possession until Barton comes along and gives it away towards Page. Spills towards Zilovic, who goes towards half forward. Sponner does the better against Dawson. Handballs it to Parker across 50. Goes a left foot kick towards centre wing. Okay for Reese. Takes the mark. Plays on. Runs back inboard. Right foot high kick towards half forward. Sets a task. 2-on-1 the Panthers. Should win the contest. Ball spills free to Fantella. He gives it away by hand to Leach running off the half-back flank, but they've turned it over. Warwick comes the other way, takes the mark for the Eagles, then got a leg, I think.
Yeah, they called it late, but it was there.
Yep, so Chris Warwick on centre wing, short kick. Kick off the ground, comes back towards Warwick. Now he brings it back inboard to Ricky O'Toole at half-back. Got Sponner in the middle, goes in that direction, takes the mark, plays on. Wanted to wheel around on that left. Now he's in trouble. He's going to come across the ground. Might be okay for the Eagles in the end. Bowman created the loose man on the opposite centre wing. Comes towards full forward. Jones comes out. Can't take the mark. Bellpost still in defence. Zilovic gets it back from the 1-2. Little left foot kicks okay around the corner to Wood. They're out of trouble. Takes the mark at half back for Bellpost Hill. Zuliks at half back takes the mark. Gives it away by hand to Fantella. Just got the kick away under pressure. Turnover though. Falls in the middle. Might be okay. They break free. Handball came to Parker from Popple. Back towards Reese. Off a step. Terrible kick towards full forward. Jones comes out. Bolton's in there fighting hard for as well. The Panthers with the numbers though. If they can pick the footy up, East Geelong do pretty well to bottle it up. The umpire will come in and ball it up. 45 out from goal.
Interesting matchup, Willie Urquhart on Jones.
Yes.
I know he's got the pace, but gee, the height-wise, you think Jones.
And there's the siren four-quarter time. And it'll show Bellpost Hill 3-5-23. They lead East Geelong 1 behind. Goal kickers in that first term, Dale.
Yeah, Timmy Barton has 2 and Cam Addy 1, and obviously East